vlogging this process of doing the artist way again, because last time I did it, I really felt motivated by love and openness as opposed to fear. And I don't know the last time I've felt like that. I've really used fear as a motivator in 2023 and since then. And I am making an album. I want to make a body of work. So I'm trying to create as much music as possible right now. And for me to be authentic to my purest artistic vision and really just not hold back and go all the way, but still be committed and not motivate myself mostly only through fear, but more so by shifting, removing my limiting beliefs. I want to try doing that again. I want to show that I can commit to something and finish it like I did that time, because I've started the artist way many times after that and I've just never finished it. That was the first time I finished it. I did it from beginning to end, and I took it so seriously, like it's homework or something, because I was trying so desperately to find some answer. I had already gotten the dream co-op, the dream job at the big pharma company, and it was so draining, and I knew what my truest desire was, but I was so scared of admitting it to myself when everything seemed super fine on the surface. And so I just did it because I was like, I just need to find an answer, as if there's going to be something. And one thing that I guess I've been learning is there's no answer that you can find outside of yourself, like it's a clue or like a X marks the spot treasure chest in the ground. What you have to do, you really know what you have to do. Your intuition is strong and it will tell you exactly what you need to do. But then the real problem is not seeking outside of yourself, but removing all the sludge and gunk and fear and inhibitions and blockages and limiting self-beliefs that you already have, to just reveal what you already know. So I'm wanting to do that again because I see so clearly that I've been under what I thought was utmost humility. There's a fine line between being humble and then just being self-deprecating and actually just eroding on your central self-confidence, and because of fear, maybe because of, I don't know, just keeping yourself small for no reason. Because when I actually go out and I do things and I have a goal and a deadline for that goal and it's measurable and it's I can reverse engineer, okay, I have a show coming up in 2 weeks, so let me rehearse 6 to 8 hours before the show, and I can just track my growth and I can at least input. I know that every day, the nature of music, the nature of singing even, is that it's not linear. It's not one brick that you put on top of each other. You show up every day, but it's not going to feel wow, today I really am better than I was yesterday all the time. Some days are just not going to be like that. And I've been telling myself that I'm not prepared yet and I need to know more, and that I need to look a certain way even, or I need to, before I can really just throw everything at the wall. Actually, not in a show way of leaving your 9 to 5 and then moving to India and doing all these things. I've been to New York and I've been to India and I learned from my guru and I've experienced wonderful, amazing opportunities. But because of my own limiting beliefs and my own operation out of fear, I haven't been able to take full advantage of those opportunities. And I need to not do that. It wastes time. It causes indecision. And that's costly. That costs you time. And that increases doubt, because while you're just frozen, not really committing to any certain decision because you're trying to make 100 pros and cons charts and Google slides to present to people to see what they think, etc., you're just digging yourself deeper in this confusion and in this doubt, because you're not actually collecting any new data to be able to, I guess, inform yourself. Like, you're trying to make decisions with incomplete information, which is what we have to do most of the time. But the point is to make the decision, though. Like, you're saying, oh, you don't have all the information yet, so I'm not going to make the decision, and I'm going to play it safe, and and it shows up in odd ways where, like, I'll even go days without practicing, like, the minimal thing that that you have to do. And that's weird. Like, I haven't done that in a while. I thought I was past that. I actually thought I was past that. But every time I do something and I'm just doing it, and I get filled with fear. I just kind of freeze up, and I really effectively distract myself. I sit down, I have a snack, and I'll scroll. And that's like my way of numbing myself, and it's costly, and it's not funny, and it's not a joke, because you can do that and you're wasting your life away that way. And I have no more life left to waste. I'm 25. I need to make things happen, and I need to commit, especially because I know every time in the past that I have committed, it's been super fruitful. It's been like more than I could have dreamed of. And I end up going in rooms where when I look around, I'm like, oh, I am the hardest working person in this room. Oh, I can work hard, and I can commit to things, and I am more than capable, more than talented to be where I want to be. It's just now about having the audacity to commit to the vision, create the vision, allow yourself to even dream and have imagination, which won't happen when you are scared, and follow through. And I was able to do that before in the past when I had finished The Artist's Way in 2020 or so, 2021. Whenever it was, I was able to motivate myself in an expansive way, and I need to get back to that. It's not even an if anymore. I want to be able to have an intuition, because most of the artistic journey or the creative journey is super like non-linear, and it's like everybody's path looks different. You can't study all of the interviews of your top 5 artists and then try to figure out what you're gonna do and like reverse engineer their path to make your path. Like, your path is going to be unique, and you're not gonna be able, there's a lot of faith and there's a lot of trust that you need to have in this journey, and you're not going to be able to have all the information to be able to make the perfect decision. That's never going to be the wrong decision. But so long as you're just at least trying to operate towards your more expansive vision, your highest version of yourself, and you're just not out of fear, at least you'll be learning something that will help you, as opposed to just being scared and not doing anything, and fully paying rent in New York for like 8 months, and living in Brooklyn, and the city of the most talented and more successful creatives in the world, and hardly going out like that whole summer, because I'm just trying to berate myself into productivity. And that used to work. It worked real well until I lost the plot and I lost focus, and it was just negative and depressing. So I don't want to do that again. I want to trust in myself. I want to trust in where I'm going. And I want to have more frequent communication with my truest yearning, my inner calling, the imaginative child. And I want to just kind of go for it and remove these limiting beliefs. I really have no need for it. I have no need for it. There's no, you don't get opportunities through being the most talented person. You get opportunities by putting yourself out there and just being audacious and being like, no, I think I deserve to do this. And that's what I want at this point. It's like, you're going to be a student forever. You can't like hide in the shadows and be like, okay, I can't sing yet. I don't think I can sing yet. I'm not #1 classical singer in the world. And it's unrealistic and even inauthentic expectations too. Like, a part of that comes out of fear. Like, I love classical music and I want to be an incredible classical musician. I think it's the truest and most and the deepest form of music that I could ever invest my time into and my time and effort into. It's always only helped me with literally everything else in my life, and I feel so blessed that I have been exposed to this and I have a guru that will guide me in this way. I also think it's a little bit scared, like it's like, oh well, once I do that, then surely I won't be able to fail, because I'll be able to like clearly show that the best type of music, I'm being able to do that. It's not really like that. Like even in those fields there's competition, so it's just like, and there's never gonna be like one number one singer. You just have to be your best version of your own singer. It feels like corny, so many platitudes. I hope I don't sound mad this whole time, but I guess this is week 1. 2025 is coming up and I'm 25, and I don't know, I want to just, it's only me right now. It's just me and myself. So if I don't have my own back, who will? And I can't not have my own back out of fear that if I'm wrong, then I'll look stupid. What does that even mean, huh? Anywho, thank you for coming along with me. I hope that this becomes an insightful documentation in the future for even just myself, but maybe anybody else who's like similar to me, like an eldest brown daughter immigrant type who's like really used to operating on fear and putting her power in somebody else's wishes for her. It's never gonna be like that. So anywho, thanks vlog.